Hey, my dear students, hope you all are very well and enjoying your online studies. So, what today is planned are the question and answers of the chapter, the third level, which is written by Jack Finney. So, the first question is, what does the third level refer to? What does it refer to? The third level refers to the subway of the Grand Central Station that takes passengers to Galesburg. The third level on the station was a medium of escape for Charlie, the narrator, from the harsh realities of modern life. This provided him a base where he could intervene fantasy and reality. So, the third level was actually a kind of subway which only Charlie thought existed. And he thought this level could take him back to Galesburg when he was just a child. Second, very, very important. Do you think that the third level was a medium of escape for Charlie? Why do you think so? So, your answer probably can be a no too, but what I would prefer is a yes. Yes, I think that the third level was a medium of escape for Charlie. Life in modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worries and stress. Man has to confront, face them all the time. The harsh realities of life make living quite unpleasant and even unbearable for some people. So he wants to escape into a wishful world. Wishful world means his dream world, where he wants to live. Charlie talks to his psychiatrist friend about the third level at the Grand Central Station. His friend calls it a waking dream wish fulfillment. Charlie has an escapist tendency. He is not happy in the present and he always thinks about past. He is the person who always compares the past with the present. That's the reason that he is not happy here. Even his stamp collecting is a temporary refuge from reality. Question number 3, it's again very important. In this chapter, the third level, you have very limited choice of questions. So this is very easy to prepare and this is very easy to score too. All the content is again and again getting repeated in the answers. So this chapter is actually very easy. Question number 3, what do you infer from Sam's letter to Charlie? Again, very important. The way Charlie came across Sam's letter was surrounded in mystery. Suddenly, one day, he just got a letter from Sam. It was full of mystery. Among his oldest first day covers, he found an envelope. So we know that first day cover is empty inside. But he found an envelope. The envelope containing the letter bore the address of his grandfather. It was written on July 18, 1894. The postmark on the stamp showed the picture of President Garfield. Generally, the first day covers have blank papers in them, but this one contained a letter. The letter was addressed to Charlie. In the letter, Sam had informed Charlie that he was living on the third level. He told him that he was going to some lemonade and the people were doing this and the females were doing that, children were singing. So he told each and everything in this way. He had also told Charlie and his wife to keep looking for the third level. And then in the end, keep in mind, clearly the letter was a product of Charlie's imagination. It was not in reality written by any Sam. No, it was an imagination. Next is, what according to the psychiatrist was Charlie's problem? Charlie told the psychiatrist about his belief in the existence of the third level at Grand Central Station, but was told that it was only a waking dream wish fulfillment. He was told by his psychiatrist friend. The psychiatrist also added that Charlie was unhappy because of the insecurity, fear, war, and worry, and that just he wanted to escape, just like everyone else. So his psychiatrist friend told this about Charlie's problem and his imagination of third level. He didn't say that really, let's go to the third level. No, he told him the reality. Next, what did the psychiatrist think about Charlie's stamp collection and why did Charlie not agree with him? The psychiatrist thought that Charlie's stamp collecting was a temporary refuge from reality. Charlie did not agree with him because his grandfather, for whom things were nice and peaceful at his time, and who did not need any refuge from reality, also collected stamps. So he doesn't agree that it is a refuge from reality or it is a temporary escape. He says, no, my grandfather was very happy, he did the stamp collection, so that is the reason he doesn't get agreed with his friend. Next is, what idea did Charlie have about the tunnel and why did not he tell about it to his psychiatrist friend? Charlie felt there was a tunnel that nobody knew about which was feeling its way under the city at that moment too. Charlie felt so that there was a tunnel at Grand Central Station which was going down under the city as well, on its way to Times Square and maybe another to Central Park. He thinks that the tunnels under the Grand Central are going to Times Square or Central Park. The tunnels at a railway station are going to some other venues in the city. He thinks so. Grand Central, he felt, was like an exit, a way of escape, and perhaps that's how he got into the tunnel, because he also wants to escape. He did not want to tell the psychiatrist, for he would not have believed him and would have wanted to treat him. So that's the reason he didn't tell about this tunnel thing to his psychiatrist friend. Next is, how did Charlie make sure that he had actually traveled in the past? Charlie went to the newsstand, looked at the newspaper, and he saw that the newspaper was The World, a newspaper that was no longer published. He later discovered through public library files it was printed on June 11, 1894. So that's how he confirmed that he had been into the past. Next is, describe Galesburg as it existed in the year 1894. It is actually described by Sam in the letter. We can say, or it is described by Charlie in his imagination. Galesburg was a wonderful town with big old frame houses, huge lawns, and tremendous trees, whose branches met overhead and roofed over the streets. In 1894, summer evenings were twice as long and people sat on their lawns, the men smoking. Even in 1894, they were enjoying this kind of life, as per Charlie's imagination. Next is, what preparations did Charlie make to go to Galesburg? He had to run away from the third level because he was not having that old currency and he could have been arrested. So that's the reason he ran away from there. And then later on he started making some preparations so that at this time when he goes to third level, he is able to purchase tickets and he is able to go to Galesburg. So what preparations did he make? First, he drew $300 out of bank and purchased old style currency. Only this was the preparation he had to do. In which context did Charlie say eggs were 13 cents a dozen in 1894? Why does he use this line in the text? Charlie had got his $300 out of the bank and then changed into old style currency so that he could go back to the third level and buy the tickets to Galesburg. For his $300, he had got only $200 old style currency because some kind of premium is there, as we discussed. But he did not mind that. The only consolation, relief, was that in the year 1894, the $200 would have more value as things were much cheaper than they were now. So that's the reason he is using eggs worth 13 cents a dozen in 1894 and now they are so costly. So if he is having less money, even then he would be able to buy more things because the value of the money was more at that time. Next is, what made Louisa, Charlie's wife, believe that the third level was a reality? Before this, Louisa was very worried. She didn't want her husband to look for the third level, but something happened and she also started believing that yes, maybe third level exists. So what was it? Louisa, like Charlie's friends, believed whatever explanations the psychiatrist friend had given. So she also believed like the psychiatrist friend of Charlie. But later, when she received a mail from Sam himself from the old Galesburg, Louisa believed that Charlie was true to his claims. He was true whatever he was claiming and even began to search for the third level. Okay, so she as a wife could not think that Charlie was depressed, or he just wanted to escape from the reality to such an extent that he himself had imagined that letter. But she started searching for the third level like her husband. What is a first day cover? It is very important, generally asked for 2 marks. When a new stamp is issued, stamp collectors buy some stamps and use them to mail envelopes to themselves on the very first day of sale, and the postmark proves the date. Okay, they buy the stamp, paste it, and send it to their own addresses. They are never opened, they just put blank paper inside, and this envelope is called a first day cover. And that was the first day cover which was found by Charlie and which was not blank. Next is, who had sent the first day cover and what was written on it? Sam had sent the first day cover. Sam wrote that he had discovered the third level and had reached Galesburg, and he found Galesburg peaceful and friendly. He advised Charlie to keep looking for third level and reach Galesburg. In the story, it is told that this first day cover, according to Charlie, was written by Sam. How did Charlie happen to reach the third level of Grand Central Station, New York, for which he was claiming? How did he actually reach there? One day, Charlie worked for more time at office, so he was late for home. So he took the subway from the Grand Central to reach the second level of it. From there, he was to catch a train. Okay, on the first level, the train go from one city to another city, and at the second level, suburban means inside or just within a metropolitan city. So he had to go to second level to catch a train. He started walking quickly, he was already late. He reached the second level, but all of a sudden he lost his way there. He just entered some kind of corridor and got lost. He entered a corridor that had a left turn. It was also slanting somewhat downwards. It was like a tunnel for him. He met no one on the way. Okay, finding these kind of places at railway station is just next to impossible, where there is nobody and you are you're the only soul moving there. So he met no one on the way. There was dead silence. Silence at railway station is again an unbelievable thing. Even he could hear the sounds of his own footsteps. It was so much silent. Then the corridor took a sharp left turn. After coming down a flight of stairs, he reached the third level of the Grand Central Station. So this is the way he tells in the story, that he just entered into a corridor, then got lost, and then he did not hear any voice, and then suddenly he reached at the third level. Describe the Grand Central Station at the third level as described by Charlie. Grand Central Station at the third level looked very different. There were fewer ticket windows and train gates. Information booth was in the center. It was made of wood and was very old looking. Man in the booth wore green eye shades and long sleeves protector he was wearing. So he was dressed like something 1894. The lights were dim and flickering. The lights were moving as they were open flame gas lights. There were brass spittoons on the floor too. Men wore derby hats, a black 4-button suit with tiny lapels, and he had a big handlebar mustache, the person who was there in the ticket window. Men had beards, sideburns, fancy mustaches. And women wore dresses with leg of mutton sleeves, very tight sleeves. He caught a glimpse of a very small Currier and Ives locomotive with a funnel-shaped stack, which was the design of engine at the olden times. In the olden times, he also saw a copy of The World, a newspaper which had not been published for years. This was his experience, or this was the third level at Grand Central Station. Last question is, what was reaction of the clerk at the ticket counter and why? After Charlie discovered that he was on the third level, he was dying to go to Galesburg, so he decided to go to Galesburg with his wife, Louisa, and turned to purchase 2 tickets from the ticket counter. The clerk at the ticket counter glanced at his fancy headband curiously, because this was very different. However, when Charlie counted the money and handed over the currency notes to the clerk, He started staring at Charlie openly, widely. He felt that Charlie was trying to give him fake currency, as the currency used in 1894 were old style bills, half as big as the notes that Charlie was using. He even threatened to turn him to the authorities. Charlie did not enjoy the prospect of going to jail. Therefore, he turned and got out of the third level as fast as possible. So these were the important questions. Go through it, write it in fair notebooks, and be prepared for your test that is tomorrow evening. Have a good day.